Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I was trying to get a video out for you guys by the end of the year or January 1st or 2nd. I was going to try to upload it, but it kind of got all screwed up, so I ended up having to delete it and then waiting on parts for the SRT4. So got the SRT4 engine. I had filmed pretty much the whole thing. Rebuilding it is my first engine. We pretty much piston rings, valve seals, bearings, pretty much all the seals. We got a whole seal kit for this engine, put it all together, and then the video got all screwed up when I was trying to edit it. Well, actually before, so I figured that out when I was editing it, and so didn't get that out. But this is like January 18 or something like that. I think it's January 18, and we finally got some parts we've been waiting on for like 2 weeks or something like that. Finally got oil pump. So the axle seals got one for each side on the transmission, and then the water pump, or not water pump, sorry, oil pump. We have water pump too. It's the, I believe, Mellings. I believe it is per Modern Performance. It's like $150, half the price of like OEM. And yeah, we also got the like carrier bearing. I forget what it's called for like the axle right behind the engine where it like attaches. Forget what that's called. Got that. We also have, I'm not sure where it's all at, but we've got the DCT or DCR. Yeah, DCR. Sorry, DCR. Old dipstick. Had to get another ACT clutch throwout bearing, and then here's the water pump, also from DCT. We've got the shield that bolts on right here where the ignition coil is at, and then it shields it from the turbo. There's a bolts for the carrier bearing, whatever you want to call it. And then under there we've got a clear plastic timing cover. And this video now, I'm going to finish up all the rest of the stuff, water pump, oil pump, pretty much all the stuff to finish off the engine. We've already got all the seals, valve cover gaskets on, all that stuff. So I'm going to jump on that real quick and finish up this engine once and for all. And I'll probably show it, or I might show it in the video, or I might not. But we are not running, obviously, the timing chain. So there are some components here that are not on the end of the timing assembly anymore. Or not timing the balance shafts, sorry. And we bolted it back up because it kind of supports the crank instead of doing the whole strap kit. And then you also don't have to plug off the oil feed hole. I think it's on this side. Anyways, that's all how that is. We got brand new sensors, coolant sensors, a couple other things. So should be able to, in this video, get the engine also off the stand and reconnected with the transmission. And we got the I guess it'd be the fill plug for that. Is like a rubber plug because it's leaking super bad. That and the axle seals, like I mentioned, and then that one will all be good. And then the engine has also been leaking really bad, so that will also be taken care of. So I'll probably just do a couple of updates. I'm not gonna film the whole thing. And oil pump, water pump, get all the timing assembly on, and then show you guys what's gotten done. Alright guys, so we have the engine transmission for the SRT4 is pretty much all together. We'd gotten the transmission. I believe that pretty much just need the drive shaft seals. That's taken care of. And the engine, we've obviously rebuilt it. The clutch is all good. We did the throwout bearing, and this just needs a bunch of other little stuff now. So we got see if I can show you guys here. Got from a friend, got AGP manifold, brand new, and then a AGP 5457E, I believe it is. That one's got like 3,000 miles on it. Got it together. Both those actually real good deals, like $750. And we needed some more stuff, obviously, to make it work. Although we could have kind of gotten by, but figured we need some more stuff. So got all the gasket set. Does not include the manifold 2-cylinder head gasket, but we do have one of those that's metal and it should be fine. Got all engine mount bushings. So the car already has AGP or whatever they are, engine mounts. So I guess they're like dog bone or whatever you call them, engine mounts. But the bushings were all bad. So that, and then actually the fourth engine mount, the big one on the side, mounts kind of by the timing cover. That one we didn't actually have, so that engine mounts down in here. So that's being upgraded. Here is pretty much all the bolts, all the hardware for exhaust manifold, turbo, downpipe, I believe. And we ended up getting the oil feed and return line kit. This should all work pretty good. And let me see. Looks like maybe this is the last piece here. Should be the engine mount. Yep. That's what it looks like. If I can get it open. Oh yeah, that looks really good. I didn't actually realize it's going to be powder coated like that. But that looks real good. So now this is the last piece that we've got upgraded. So that'll be real nice. I believe it sits in the engine bay kind of like this toward the passenger side, and then this bolt obviously comes through from the outside, I believe it is, through the frame rail up against the engine there. So looks like that's everything in here. So now that we've got that engine mount and those bushings and then all the rest of the hardware, we can actually get the engine and transmission actually in the car now. So that, and then I think I've showed it before, but we've got the, I don't know what it's called, the pretty much the billet carrier for the axle, the shaft right behind it goes right out of the transmission there. And yeah, now we're just gonna need a bunch of other fuel lines, engine harness, and just a couple other things, and get it tuned, and the car's gonna be back on the road. Alright guys, so I have actually the cruise pulled out if you've seen any of those videos, and the SRT4 back in on jack stands. So we already have the engine transmission all in. It's all mounted in there, and from the engine back, pretty much all we need is the downpipe and then fuel lines. So we have the downpipe, and we've got the rest of the exhaust sitting down over there under the shelves. And then I've got Motion Raceworks, and I've, the AGP downpipe, and then now we have Motion Raceworks lines and fittings. Of course, I'll have to make them myself, cut them. So I got the lines and fittings, and then of course, Motion Raceworks is always pretty cool. Send candy. And then as far as the engine goes, we've got a wiring harness connections. Now has been used. But yeah, it's pretty much perfect, other than the AC, the plug for the AC compressor is, I'm pretty sure it's all fine. I'm not even gonna mess with it, but it's been messed with a little bit, repaired. So yeah, I'm gonna get probably the exhaust, probably get the downpipe, get that on. So those have the nuts and the bolts. I'm not sure if I'll need any or not, because I know there's some nuts that come with the bolt kit I got for the turbo, and it said I needed some more. So I'm not really sure if I'll need some more for here, if I already have those. I think I already have them. I've got all the gaskets. So I'm going to get started on that. I don't know, it's probably going to be real hard to film, so I'll probably just do it and then just show you guys. Alright guys, so the SRT4 finally has a full exhaust. So I say that because it had a full exhaust, but it was only run in the very beginning because the car was blown up right away, and then run with just a custom, just like a downpipe. So if you guys can see that, it's got a catted downpipe, full 3-inch, all the way back, slip joint there, up and over. If you guys can see, it's got a dual exhaust. So everything's on here now, and yeah, it's looking good. Next up will be fuel lines.